Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live broadcast here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. We're coming to you from Tomball, Texas, on the campus of Tomball Memorial High School, where the WALLER Bulldogs will be taking on the Tomball Memorial Wildcats. This is another District 20 Region 3 5A contest between the number 4 and the number 5 seed currently in district play. Tomball Memorial being that number 4 seed. They're coming in with an overall district record of 3-2. Overall, they are 8-11. The Bulldogs coming in with a 2-3 district record, 7-1 overall. They're currently holding down the 5th spot. They had their last win against the Magnolia West Mustangs, winning by the score of 6-2. Great night out here in Tomball for some baseball. They're going through the lineups as we speak. We'll come back, get ready with tonight's starting lineup as soon as we take a break right now. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say that such a belief it together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. You donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and Capital.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go through our the white pants, white numbers. Leading off will be Mr. Randon Lavid. He wears number 2. He'll be at third base. You have Mr. Cage Bartlett. Cage Bartlett will be the designated hitter. He wears number 19. Corbin Vine will be playing at shortstop. He wears number 3. You have the likes of Mr. Corey Fisher. Corey Fisher will be in right field tonight. He wears number 18. He'll be batting fourth. Geigley will be a catcher. He's wearing number 20. You have Skylar White will be in left field. He's wearing number 8. And you have Mr. Cole Poolpen, number 10. He'll be in center field. Number 9 will be Zach Freshcorn. He'll be at second base. And at the number 9's hitting slot, Cody Marches, will be playing first base. The pitcher for the Bulldogs tonight will be number 16, Corey Morgan. Not Cody, but Corey Morgan. I got Codys and Corys all over the place, but Corey Morgan will be the starting pitcher for tonight. For the Wildcats, you have leading off will be number 6, number 6 is Mr. Michael Stewart. You have number 7, Austin. We got to get this name correct here. Austin Rockeforth. Will be batting number 2. Number 3 batter will be number 8, Mr. Drew Baker. Number 20 will be batting in the number 4 spot. And that will be Mr. Hunter, Mr. Cameron Hunter. You have number 15, Guerrero. Number 13, Guerrero. Vladimir Guerrero will be batting behind Mr. Bauer. We're going to have the playing of the national anthem, so I have to pause this, try to get that in just as quick. The national anthem played here, and we'll be ready to play some ball. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Introducing the greatest hits of Texas, a compilation of seatbelt excuses that made nobody famous and left thousands injured or dead. There's I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
Baby, yeah, I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
And I only buckle up on long trips.
My wife left me, my dog left me, and I only buckle up on long trips.
And everyone's favorite, I forgot.
Yo, I forgot, yo, I forgot. That's what I did.
Plus, if you act now, you get 4 more hit excuses, including, it's too uncomfortable, I'm invincible, I'm a perfect driver, and of course, how can we leave out, I'm just a passenger.
Grab your tambourine and shout, I'm just a passenger on this road.
Auto collisions are hits that nobody wants to listen to. Whether you're the driver or the passenger, remember to buckle up, Texas, every time, all the time. Save a life. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Pence here with you, getting ready for today's contest. We'll get the Wildcats lineup here momentarily. We stopped off with Guerrero. It was Rubel. He'll be the next batter. He'll be pinch hitting for, or designated hitting for the catcher tonight. You have Mr. Russell Falk. He'll be batting behind him. He wears number 11. And Bauman, his second baseman, will be batting 9th. So right now, Bulldogs ready to get everything started off as we are ready to get some baseball started off. Bulldogs going up against Matt Bogus. Bogus will be the starting pitcher. He wears number 18 for these Wildcats. They're led by Coach Mr. Monty Huggins. And we're ready to go as Brandon Laver will lead off for the Bulldogs. He'll be batting from the right-hand side, coming in. 400 straight away center field here at Tomball Memorial High School Park. Pretty big park right now. Bulldogs ready to go. Mustangs, or keep on calling Mustangs, but the Wildcats in their home white uniforms, white, navy blue caps. And the first pitch about to be offered up to Mr. Randon is a strike call. 0-1 is the count, and we're officially on the way. 0-1 is the count to Mr. Levy. Second pitch offered up. That's going to be hit toward the right side, foul territory, and able to make that catch was the right fielder, Mr. Grice, and that will be a fly out to right field for out number 1. So now be batting, be number 19, Cage Bartlett. Bartlett batting from the right-hand side. He will be playing in at first base on today. And the pitch offered up will be a strike call. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 is the count. Just getting started here at Tomball Memorial High School. Live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pitch offered up. That ball is going to be fouled back, and it will quickly be 0-2 to Mr. Bartlett. Behind Bartlett will be Corbin Fines. Bartlett stepping back into the plate now with an 0-2 count. Ready to receive the pitch. Bed checks in with the catcher. There's a ball just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count now. Mr. Boas find the crew so far here in the opening inning. That ball hit towards shortstop. There's a 1-hopper, and that will go for the 6-3 put out. The shortstop Mr. Rockerford was able to handle that for 6-3 and will now bring up the shortstop, Mr. Corbin Vine. Vine's also batting from the right-hand side. He'll come in, taking his approach, take a few dry cuts outside the box, stepping back in, ready to go to work. Just getting on the way here in the top of the first inning. Bulldogs and the Wildcats doing district play on some Friday night baseball. Pitch off it up. That ball is hit sharply toward the left side, and that will be an out in left field, so that will take care of the Bulldogs. They go 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. No score. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi, asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand. United we serve.
How will you raise your hand when they call your name?
Are you with me?
We weren't born to fly. Come on.
Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
Start this bottom half of the first inning off. The Bulldogs on the defensive side. They'll be facing off against leadoff man number 6, Mr. Michael Stewart. Michael Stewart coming in, ready to face off against Mr. Morgan. Rory Morgan, a left-hander, wearing number 16. Guidley takes his toss down to second base, and we're ready to get this bottom half of the first inning to a start right now. Batting from the left side will be Stewart. Stewart not that big of a fella. Small young man. Got to be every bit of it 5'4" tall. Maybe, no, he's about 5'4", 5'5" tops. So the infield will be playing in to try to take away any potential drag bunts. So Morgan now ready to come in with the first pitch, off it up to Stewart. Sets, releases, and there's a strike call. 0-1 is the count. Morgan with a good start. Always good to get that first pitch strike. So Stewart steps back in, be a lefty-on-lefty battle. Coming up now with the 0-1 pitch. There's a ball hit right off the heel of Morgan. Ricocheted into right field. That will be a hit. Stewart starts off with a shot right off of the heel of the pitcher. And is going to bring up number 7, Austin Rockhurst. So we got the Rockerford. Rockerford coming to bat now. Rockerford batting from the right-hand side. A strong leadoff single by Stewart has him at first base. So the Bulldogs will see if they can get a chance to try to roll 2 over here in this bottom half of the first inning. And Stewart, not a real big lead over at first base. The release, there's a breaking ball, falls in for strike 1. 0-1 is the count, no score here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Wildcats just got the first hit of the game with their leadoff man, Austin Stewart. Michael Stewart, I should say. It's Austin Rockerford at the plate. The 0-1 pitch, missing downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Just getting started here from Tomball Memorial High School. Friday night baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Morgan checks in with Digley. Comes set. Now he releases. And the runner goes, a bunt laid down, and that's going to be a 2-3 on the put-out. Sacrifice, the 2-3. The runner will advance on to second base off the bunt. So it's going to be one out, and it will bring up now number 8 for the Wildcats, Mr. Drew Baker. Drew Baker batting from the right-hand side. Runner in scoring position now with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Tomball Memorial come in with a 3-2 overall record. Bulldogs with a 2-3 overall record of district play, that is. Morgan comes set now, checking the runner at second base. And there's a ball that hits the batter. And that will be an advance hit by pitch to get started off here. Now it's going to bring up number 20, Mike Hunter. Mike Hunter batting in the cleanup spot. He got runners at first and second, one out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Hunter batting in from the right-hand side. Now, Morgan's first pitch is just outside, ball one. 1-0 is the count, no score. Bottom half of the first inning, one out. Bulldogs' first three batters, 3 up, 3 down. The Wildcats are trying to take advantage of a scoring opportunity right now here in the bottom half of the first inning. There's a pitch get in, called for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. I'm Dr. Mike Prince, and mighty glad to be bringing you this live broadcast. Morgan comes set, delivers. There's a ball fouled back out of play, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. Bulldogs in their road black tops with the white lettering, white pants, white hats or caps. The Wildcats in their all white with the navy blue caps. Morgan comes set, checks the runners. The 1-2 pitch, all speed, and a strike is called. And down goes Hunter looking. Hunter goes down for the second out. Is going to bring up now Vladimir Guerrera. He wears number 13. He's batting from the left-hand side as well. A lot of lefties for these Wildcats against the left-handed Morgan. So Morgan now with a chance to try to save the day. Having up a leadoff single, hitting a batter. And that first pitch misses, ball one. 1-0 is the count. No score here in the bottom half of the first inning. Bulldogs and the Wildcats doing district battle, District 5A Region 3 baseball battle. The next pitch is a ball in the dirt. 2-0 is the count now to Mr. Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero waiting the 2-0 pitch from Morgan. Morgan comes set. Now he checks. Ready to deliver. And he's still waiting. And a timeout is finally called by Guerrero. A long time that time by Morgan. Ready to redo things. Morgan checks in back with Geigley. Ready to make the delivery. Morgan checking the runners, now delivering. There's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. It's going to be caught, and that is going to be out by the right fielder. So the Wildcats end up with no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on the base paths. We have completed 1 inning of work. We have no score. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Do you see that doggy in the shelter?
Hi, I'm Buddy, the adorable puppy you adopted from the Humane Society. Meow. I'm Whiskers, a fluffy kitty, just waiting for someone to love me.
When you adopt a pet, we hope your new furry friend will become a cherished member of your family. And as Buddy and Whiskers will tell you, the key to success is following the rules to love by.
That's right. Please give me food, water, and exercise every day. To stay healthy, I need the same kind of things you need. Talk to me. I like hearing your voice. You're my best friend. Please don't stay mad at me or lock me up as punishment. Remember, I'm probably going to live 10 to 15 years. So take care of me when I get old. One day you'll need someone to take care of you too.
A message from the Montgomery County Humane Society. Visit www.mchumane.org for the complete rules to love by.
Be your best friend for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start this top half of the second inning, be Mr. Curtis Fisher leading off, playing right field tonight for the Bulldogs. Fisher also is pitching sometimes when he's not in the outfield. Pretty strong young man, only a sophomore. A lot of good things in this young man's future here as he's ready to face off against Boaz. He takes a big swing and a miss on that one. That is 0-1 is the count. Bowles, second pitch will be just inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Bulldog slugger, Curtis Fisher. Bowles ready to check as he taking his time. Hunter is his catcher. Now he delivers. That's downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the second inning. On deck for the Bulldogs will be number 20, Mr. Geigley. And there is a strike 3 called, and Fisher called down on strikes. That will be the first strikeout for Bowles. So Geigley will now come to the plate. Geigley has been extremely hot. He was 3 for 3 his last game. So Geigley coming in, batting from the right-hand side, facing off against Bowles for the first time. The pitch offered up from Bowles. It's a breaking ball that falls in for strike 1. 0-1 is the count, 1 out. Here in the top of the second inning, no score from Tomball Memorial. Bowles 0-1 pitch hit sharply toward the left side, and Bowles will go into the gap, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Wes Geigley, and Geigley continues to stay hot. Geigley with the double to lead this off, and the catcher will have a designated runner. Designated runner will be number 11, senior Philip Prince. Geigley with the 1-out double to start this off. He gets the Bulldogs' first hit. Now they will bring up the left fielder, Mr. Skylar White. He wears number 8. White ready to try to drive in the first run of the evening against Mr. Bowles. Bulldog bench getting a little active right now with that chatter. White ready back in the box now. Bowles checks in with his catcher, Hunter. Prince is at second base running for Geigley. Pretty nice lead. They got the runner coming back, or the second baseman coming back behind Prince, and that first pitch is down low for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. No score here in the top of the second inning. Wes Geigley just got a 2-out double to left center field. Bowles, I should say, checking, now delivers. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike to Skylar White. Bulldogs had 10 hits their last game against Magnolia West. Magnolia West, not one of the stronger teams in the district, but it's always good to see those bats come alive for the Bulldogs. Bowles now ready to deliver. He kicks, fires. There's the ball outside. Or did they call it a strike? Well, he did call it a strike. Got that strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. White ready to go back now. Going to have to swing at anything close. Bowles is extending that strike zone, getting those corners called. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be hit right at the shortstop, who catches the ball and doubles up Prince. Caught the ball on the line drive, a soft line drive, and Prince is going to be tagged out. So that will go to the shortstop, and Prince will be tagged out by the unassisted double play by the shortstop, and that is going to end the inning. There was no run off of 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. We are going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score from Tomball. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Each year, millions of people fall for dangerous fad diets and bogus weight loss products. Here's how to separate facts from fad. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics with your Eating Right Minute. Fad diets give lots of promises and few results. Some are even dangerous. Remember these warning signs. A guarantee of rapid weight loss is a red flag. For long-term success, aim to lose about 1 pound per week. Never follow a diet that bans an entire food group or one that allows you to only eat from one group. Finally, there is no proof that eating specific foods at certain times of the day will help with weight loss. To create an eating plan just for you, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to start this bottom half of the 2nd inning. No score. Both teams with 1 hit each. Of a base running blunder by the senior Prince to get doubled up on that line drive that was hit to the shortstop back in the top half of the 2nd inning. So we have now Rubel, who will be pitch hitting for the pitcher, Bozeman. He takes ball 1 from Morgan. 1-0 is the count. Bottom half of the 2nd inning. Second pitch is going to be swung on and fouled toward the left side, and we're even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. No score here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Scheduled for 7 innings on the high school level. 7 innings on collegiate level if you're in NAIA, Division 2 or 3. Another ball is going to be hit straight up in the air toward the right side, and that's going to be handled by Mr. Fisher for out number 1 in the right field. So it will now bring up the next batter for the Wildcats. I keep wanting to call them Mustangs, number 11. And number 11 would be that Trent Rosenauer, batting from the left-hand side. He'll take strike 1 from Morgan. And it's 0-1. 0-1 is the count. No score. 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Morgan facing a lot of lefties in this event. That ball is going to be hit right back up the middle. And a 6-3 put out. Good job by Corbin Vine up the middle, getting that ball from the shortstop position. Now you will have number 9, Connor Bauman, to bat for the Wildcats. Game rolling right along here, as they normally do when they first start off. Old Whitey Herzog, old baseball manager for the Cardinals, said the quickest game or quickest innings for a baseball game was innings 1, 2, 3. That ball hit right back to the pitcher. Morgan knocks it down and could not get it, lost his footing. And that is actually going to be a hit, at least in my book. That will be a hit for Bauman. So it's going to bring up now number 3, Mr. Jordan Geis. Geis playing right field. Got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But number 9 hitter Geis coming to the plate now. He's batting from the right-hand side. This is not a real big team, the Wildcats, as the first pitch falls in for strike 1. Morgan had that ball with a nice shot right back up the middle. He knocked it down, but as he was getting to it, lost his footing. It was very hard to respond to that ball coming right back at you after you've thrown it. There's a pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike, counts even. Here in the bottom of the second inning, runner at first base with 2 outs. Ready to go back to work now. Will be. There's the ball hit toward the left side in the hole, and it's going to be a base hit for Mr. Geis. Back-to-back hits. And now runners at first and second. We're back to the top of the lineup. We got Stewart. Stewart led off with a single. 3 hits now for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the second inning. Ready to go to work. Still 2 outs. Only need 1. Morgan ready to go to work. Runners at first and second. That's a ball. 1-0 is the count. Don't want to lose your cool if you're Bulldogs. Work out of this jam right here, and let's go in and get these bats to shake. The pitch. That one misses. That one was a pretty good pitch, and Morgan is looking like, what does a guy have to do to get a strike called? 2-0 is the count with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Deuces running wild. Morgan checks in with Geigley. Comes set, delivers. There's a little soft tapper, foul toward the right side. The count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big game for the Bulldogs. They could actually catch Tomball Memorial with a win tonight. They'll both be tied for 4th place. And technically, that would have the Bulldogs ahead of them since they won the head-to-head competition. The pitch offered up. That one's fouled back, and we now have an even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Deuces are really running wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Ready to go to work. Will B. Morgan. He's set. Kicks fired. There's a 5, and down goes Stewart. Cody Morgan works back great. Strike call. And at the end of 2 innings, there were no runs off of 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We're going to the top of the 3rd. We still have no score. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
HIV is a virus that causes AIDS. Without treatment, it can lead to illness and early death. About 1.1 million people are living with HIV in the United States. 1 out of every 4 new HIV infections is among youth ages 13 to 24. Gay, bisexual, and African American youth are most at risk. Most young people with HIV aren't even aware they're infected and can unknowingly pass the virus on to others. Risk factors for youth include having sex, multiple sex partners, sex without a condom, sex with older partners who are more likely to be infected, and injecting drugs. Alcohol and drug use can lead to risky behavior. Young people need to know the facts about HIV, understand their risks, and youth at risk need to be tested. Parents, schools, and community-based programs can help prevent HIV among youth. To learn more, visit www.cdc.gov/vital signs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 3rd inning. Bulldogs have due up bullpen, Freshcorn, and Marches. Start this 3rd inning. No score here from Tomball Memorial. Bulldogs have 1 hit compared to the 3 hits for the Wildcats. Cole Pulpin, center fielder, will come in batting from the right-hand side. First time around against Bowles. The lefty Bowles, the righty Bowles is ready to go to work. And there's a strike call to Pulpin to start it off. 0-1 is the count here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Bowles quickly going back to work. There's a ball going to be hit toward the right side, and it's going to be a 4-3 put out. Actually going to say save. Wow, way to hustle it out, Mr. Pulpin. That will be a single for Pulpin. 2nd hit for the Bulldogs. I think we were going to say the 4-3 put out. Good hustle all the way around. As now we'll bring up the freshman Zach Freshcorn. He's playing second base tonight. Corner's playing slightly in, anticipating some bunts. Perhaps, perhaps not. Freshcorn ready to go. There's a ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Hunter. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 is the count. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Freshcorn is the batter against Bowes. There's a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to be caught for the out. And that will be out by the center fielder. Now it's going to bring up Corey Marches. Marches playing first base tonight. Batting from the right-hand side. Marches wears number 5. After him, to the top of the lineup. Marches set, ready to receive the pitch from Bowes. Bowes delivers. It's a breaking ball. And that is going to be called a strike. 0-1 is the count. Bowes ready to make his 0-1 delivery. Comes set, freezing the runner a little bit, so Marches asked for timeout, and he's granted it. Bulldogs, a couple of hits so far, single and a double. The Wildcats all singles. The pitch, there's a tapper foul back, and the count will be 2 strikes on the batter, no balls, 1 out. On deck will be the leadoff man, Randon Levy. The 0-2 pitch being offered up to Marches is a strike 3 call, and Marches goes down looking. That is the second strikeout, second called strikeout for the pitcher, Matt Bowes. It's going to bring up Mr. Randon Levy. He flied out to right field, his first at bat. Ready to come here in the bottom of the third inning. Levy steps in, ready to face off against Bowes for the second time around. Bowes set, taking his time with the runner at first base. Now he delivers. There's a ball call. 1-0 is the count, no score. Bottom of the third inning. 1 hit thus far for the Bulldogs here in this third inning. Bowes comes set, checks with his catcher, Hunter. Taking a long time in between. You might want to call timeout. They're going to let him freeze you. Now he's delivering. The runner goes. Ball is hit toward the shortstop, and it's going to be a 6-3 put out. Didn't go with the short, though, because the runner was breaking. So that will go 6-3 to retire the Bulldogs in their portion of the third inning. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We've completed 2.5. We have no score. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of men and women in America. But did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? An easy way to work physical activity into your regular routine is to start walking. For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking with your friends. You'll live longer. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org. And start walking. Start something.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting this bottom half of the third inning. Total of 3 hits for the Wildcats. They've also left 4 runners stranded as they get ready to start this third inning. We'll have Mr. Rockerford Rockefeller's got a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Back to the catcher. So he unofficially has not had a plate appearance. He'll go back in against Cody Morgan here in the bottom half of the third inning. First pitch, hit toward the left side, backhand in the hole. Oh, yeah, a great play by Mr. Vines. In deep in the hole, goes for the 6-3 putout, showing the good arm strength and the range. So it's going to bring up now number 8, Baker. Baker was actually hit by a pitch his first at bat. Baker, third baseman for the Wildcats. Ready to face up against Morgan for the second go-round. Morgan set, checks. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0 was the count, no score. Bottom of the third inning, 1 out here. Nice play by Vine from the shortstop position to get the first out of the inning. Morgan's 1-0 delivery be upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 is the count to the Wildcat third baseman, Baker. The pitch offered up. Check swing, but a strike is called. 2-1 is now the count. Baker stepping out. A little bit in disbelief, but it is what it is. They get ready to go with the 2-1 delivery. There's a ball hit toward third base, left field, and it's going to be a double for Mr. Baker. Baker gets the double with 1 out, and it's going to bring up now the catcher, Hunter. Hunter was called out on strikes. That is the 4th hit for the Wildcats. Got us a designated runner for the catcher. And that designated runner looks like number 11. No, that wasn't 11. Trent Rosedal. We'll find out who that is in just a second. As coming to the plate now will be the catcher, Hunter. He calls timeout. Took a little too long for his liking. Okay, it looks like number 8 out there. So it could be 8. Connor Bauman? No, Bauman is in field. Got a guy that's not on the roster here. That ball is going to be hit toward the left side, and it's going to be another base hit to left field. So back-to-back hits for the Wildcats. Going to bring up now Guerrero. Guerrero comes in the bat for the first time. Well, not the first time, but the second time around. He slide out to right field. His first at bat. Runners at first and second with 1 out here in the third inning. Got a long delay coming in. Trying to find out exactly what the issue would be. While they're ready to get things ready to go. Oregon, first pitch is a strike call. 0-1 is the count to Guerrero. Single, back-to-back, single and a double. And the Wildcats have runners at first and second. Oregon taking his time now, stepping off the rubber. Trying to keep check. Runner, Baker, got a 2-out double, 1-out double. There's the ball in the dirt, gets past the catcher, Geibley, and the runners will advance off a pass ball. Runners advance off a pass ball. Both runners now in scoring position right now here in the bottom half of the third inning. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count to Guerrero. The lefty-on-lefty battle. That ball is going to be hit back up the middle, and a good job by the shortstop again, Mr. Corbin Vine. 6-3 on the putout. With 2 outs, the runners do not advance. So with 2 outs, runners at second and third, the designated hitter, Mr. Justin Rubel, will be up to the plate. Rubel, designated hitter on the evening. He swings and hits a shot toward the left side, and that is going to get through. 1 run is going to come as Rubel crushes that ball to the left side to bring in 2 runs. So Rubel with the double to drive in 2 runs. 2-0 is our score here in the bottom half of this third inning. Rubel driving in 2 runs. 2-0 is our score, and it's going to bring up. I'm sorry, Rubel is up to bat now. I'm sorry. That was Guerrero's hit go through. That ball is going to be hit toward the second baseman, Freshcorn, for the 4-3 putout. That was Guerrero, with the hit. So now you get a total of 2 runs off of 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've completed 3. Wildcats 2, the Bulldogs 0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
What do your status updates say? You're learning a new language? Going all organic? Instead of typing your feelings, what if you could put them into action? By creating a network to help keep kids off the streets. In a country like or in Honduras, bringing IT into the classroom, or on a farm in Tanzania, helping stem the world's food crisis by creating a sustainable agricultural program. What if every ounce of your being helped update the status of a person, and in turn they did the same for you? Would this be enough social interaction? Or is this only the beginning of something larger? Life is calling. How far will you go? The Peace Corps. Get interactive at peacecorps.gov/game.
For the Bulldogs, we're going to have the designated hitter, Cage Bartlett. Bartlett will be leading off. Bulldogs trailing by 2. Bartlett, on his first at bat, rounded out to the shortstop. O's now working with a 2-run lead, ready to go to work here in the 4th inning. A strike is called. 0-1 is the call to the designated hitter for the Bulldogs, Bartlett. Bartlett ready to receive the pitch. That one's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bulldogs right now with 2 hits. They've left 1 runner stranded on the base paths. Ready to go now. Breaking ball gets in. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Bulldogs coming with a 2-3 district record, 7-7-1 overall. Rodney Levy is the man in charge. That ball hit toward the left side, and that is going to be an out. Left fielder was able to grab that. And is going to bring up now the shortstop, Corbin Vine. He lined out to left field, his first at bat. Vine on some great defensive skills at that shortstop position, ready to try to get his first hit of the evening. First pitch he sees. Slider, outside corner, strike one. 0-1 is the count. 2-0 is our score here in the top of the fourth inning. The pitch by Boas. That ball hit. And it's going to be toward the right side for the right fielder to make another grab. 2 outs. Now Mr. Curtis Fisher, right fielder, called out on strikes his last at bat back in the second inning of work. Fisher's first pitch from Bowles. The ball. 1-0 is the count. 2-0 is our score. Live baseball action right here on the open mic. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in this top of the fourth inning. Bowles 1-1 pitch. Downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bulldogs yet to get a run across the board. Trying to alleviate that. That ball hit toward the shortstop. Takes a couple of hops. Rocker forward. Will not be able to handle that. And that will now bring up the hottest man on the Bulldogs, Mr. Geigley. Geigley got a double his first at bat. Fisher waits at first base. Pitcher now, Mr. Matt Bowles, ready to deliver from the stretch to the catcher for the Bulldogs, Wes Geigley. The delivery is a strike call on the inside corner. 0-1 is the count. No score for the Bulldogs, trailing 2-0 at the moment. Bowles, quick pitch. That's downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. Runner at first base with 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. Pitcher comes set. Checks in with Hunter, the catcher. There's a little slider. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bowles really wanted that pitch. Now he's going to have to try to find something, and hopefully Geigley can catch something on a groove, tie this game up. Geigley, big, strong kid. He'll be playing football in Arkansas once he's done with his high school career. That ball's downstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. Played linebacker for Coach Tim Phillips and the Bulldogs. Had some extra honorable mention accolades, and I believe first team all district for his display on the gridiron. Now awaits the pitch. There's a ball shot toward left side, and a good play by the shortstop for the 6-3 to retire the Bulldogs in that portion of the fourth inning. No runs, 1 hit, no error, and 1 runner left on base. We completed 3.5. Bulldogs trail 2-0. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the pet of believe it together. You see me around the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm 1 out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go into the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs trailing by the Corey Morgan is the starter for the Bulldogs. He'll be facing up against number 9, Connor Bauman. He's leading off this portion of the fourth inning for the Wildcats. 2-0 is our score. First pitch offered up. Swung on. Hit toward the right side. That's going to be a base hit to lead off for Bauman. So Dice will come to the plate now. Runner at first base. That is the 7th hit for the Wildcats here in this contest. It's offered up, all downstairs. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 is the count. 2-0 is our score. Live from Tomball. The nighttime has just about completely sealed the night as the night lights are on. Showing bunt now is Dice. Check the runner back at first base. Everybody back in time. Wildcats bench getting a little animated, as such is tradition of baseball. A little chatter, as they call it, in the third base dugout. Morgan now comes set, kicks, fires, bunts, being showed, pushed down first base line. Foul. Good hustle by Gogley. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Runners will, of course, go back to first base. And ironic that you would push that down the first base line. Morgan, being a left-handed pitcher, when he completes his pitch, he'll be falling toward the third base side. That means Gogley, the catcher, is going to have to get out that box and get there expeditiously to try at least get the trail out on this bunt attempt. This guy gets back in with the 1-1 count. The pitch, bunt showed again, another one going toward first base. This time it's going to be covered. Whoa! Got the ball, did Morgan, and threw it toward second base. He throws it in the center field, and that's going to be an E1. The runners will advance. Dice was giving himself up. He'll reach on the E1 and advancing to third will be now runners at second and third. The E allows both runners to advance. So now it's going to bring up the top of the order. That's going to be Mr. Stewart. Stewart takes ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Stewart looking for something he can try to spread things even further for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, here, the bullpen activity going on for the Bulldogs. We'll try to get that here for you in just a moment. The 1-0 pitch for Stewart is up. 2 balls and no strikes. It looks like that might be Plotzer warming up for the Bulldogs. There's a ball popped up out of play, and the count will go to 2 balls and 1 strike with nobody out. Runners at second and third. 1 error to advance the runners off the throwing error from Morgan. The pitch. That's a chopper towards second base. Freshcorn will take that grab. Nobody will be able to advance. So that will go 4-3 to retire Stewart. So with 1 out, we're going to now have shortstop Mr. Rockeforth. Rockeforth coming up. Thus far, Rockeforth has grounded to shortstop, and he did a sacrifice bunt. Bulldogs only have one out here in this situation. They're going to have to get something come through. There was a ball hit right back off the pitcher. Freshcorn was able to hang with it for the 4-3 putout. So technically, if you was going to go, that would just go 4-3. Off the pitcher would have been a 1-4-3. Freshcorn able to keep his cool. And the Bulldogs one out from dodging a huge bullet. The third baseman Baker will come in. He was hit by a pitch, and he was driven in after he got a single. I'm sorry, he was walked. And now, getting the instructions. Okay, they're going to walk him. They're going to intentionally walk Baker to load the bases up. So Baker will be at first base and is going to bring up the catcher, Cameron Hunter. Hunter got a single and was driven in by Rubel. So bases loaded now with 2 outs. The pitch from Morgan. It's a ball. Wow. That one misses. Morgan ready to go back to work. This is a big inning for the Bulldogs. 1-0 delivery offered up from Morgan. Sets, fires. There's a ball hit straight up in the air. Bullpen in center field is camped up underneath that to make the grab. And that is going to retire the Wildcats. The Wildcats blow a golden opportunity. There were no runs off of a total of no hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on the base paths. We are going to the top of the 5th inning. Bulldogs trail by the score of 2-0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
In the last 30 years, childhood obesity in America has tripled. Today, 1 in 3 kids is already overweight or obese. This is registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Good nutrition is key to fighting childhood obesity. These tips can help your child stay healthy. Recruit them to the kitchen. Preparing meals teaches kids about healthy foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Make sure to get 60 minutes of physical activity every day. Make it a family activity. And avoid sugary or caffeinated beverages. Give kids water, low-fat milk, and 100% fruit juices. To keep your whole family healthy, see a registered dietitian and visit www.eatright.org. Encouraging you to eat right, I'm registered dietitian Melissa Joy Dobbins with the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting this top half of the 5th inning. Listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and our live coverage of baseball. Reminder, if you got news, information, or just want to share a story, you can call our 24/7, 365 message line. The number is 713-570-6736. Call in, leave your message, comments, thoughts, or even ideas on the Open Mic message line. That number again is 713-570-6736. Leading off this top half of the 5th inning will be left fielder Skylar White. White popped up to the shortstop, or lined out to the shortstop. Last at bat. We get ready to start this 5th inning. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 is the count. Here at the top of the 5th inning, Bulldogs trailing 2-0. 3 hits for the Bulldogs. 2 runners left on the bases. No errors committed by the Wildcats. 1 by the Bulldogs, as that is a strike on the outside corner, giving credit to Mr. Matt Bowles. One pitch. That ball hit toward right field, high in the air, giving chase and making the catch will be the right fielder, Grice, for out number 1 to start this inning off. So it's going to bring up now the left fielder. I'm sorry, the center fielder, Mr. Cole Pulpin. Pulpin got a single his last at bat. First pitch. Ball hit straight up in the air, high on the infield. First baseman, and the pitcher is going to end up handling that. Wow. Pitcher catches the pop fly to retire Pulpin. I was going to bring up the second baseman, Mr. Zach Freshcorn. Freshcorn slide out to center field his first at bat. Ready to go back to work now. Matt Bowles, meanwhile, is just breezing right along here in the 5th inning. There's a ball upstairs. Bowles has, get you here just a second after this pitch. That's a ball outside, 2-0. Bowles has retired 1, 2. And that was 1, 2, 3. He's retired 7, 8 in a row so far. And 8 consecutive. That ball hit toward right center field. And it's going to be a base hit toward right center field for the freshman, Mr. Freshcorn. So now we'll bring up Mr. Corey Marches. Marches was called out on strikes. Marches with a chance. At least get something started here in the Bulldogs' 5th inning. He's receiving some instructions from Coach Levy. Looks like Levy is about to do something here. Looks like he's talking about doing a potential change. We'll see what goes on. As Levy talking to the home plate umpire, yet to have an indication of what's what. So now we have an entry for the Bulldogs, number 15, Cole Swinky, will now come in for Freshcorn. So Swinky for Freshcorn here in the 5th inning. We'll see how all this plays out here momentarily. Swinky, the runner at first base. Marches, the batter at the plate. There's a ball in the dirt, and the count will move in favor of the Bulldogs. 1-0 is the count. Bulldogs trying to get something going here, trailing 2-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 is the count. Got 1 out here in the 5th inning. Swinky is running. There's a ball hit towards shortstop. That's going to go down in left field. Swinky rounding, going toward third base. The play will not be in time, and you got runners at the corner. A base hit, and going to third now will be Mr. Swinky, and Levy will now come to the plate. Levy's over 2. He grounded out to shortstop his last at bat. Meanwhile, Coach Huggins is going to come out, talk to his pitcher, Bowles, find out exactly what's going on, see if he's going to leave him in or pull him out. He was actually cruising right along, had no trouble until this 5th inning. And it's a long conversation right now. And usually, if he was going to pull him, he would have pulled him by now. He's just explaining the situation to him, and he's coming back now, leaving. going back toward the third base dugout. So Bowles will stay in. You got runners on the corner for the Bulldogs. First and third. Second hit of the inning for the Bulldogs. So Brandon Levy will come to the plate now. Levy grounded out to short his last at bat. Bulldogs with a great chance right now. As Levy get a chance to face for the third time against Bowles. As that is a ball just inside. 1-0 is the count. Well, actually, he called it a strike. Strike was the call. 0-1 is the count rather than 1-0. Breaking ball. And that one falls in for a strike. As a matter of fact, that was a doozy of a pitch. Had Levy knees buckled on that one. Now it's 0-2 to the Bulldog third baseman, Levy. Starter Bowles is ready to deliver. Levy steps out. He's granted timeout. Takes a few dry cuts, ready to go back and see what he can do. 0-2 is the count with one out. Runners on the corners. Got to come through with a big hit right now. There's a ball hit toward the left side. Foul. And the count will hold. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Bulldogs trailing by the score of 2-0. Live Friday night baseball coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The voice of student athletics. Matt Bowles ready to go off against Brandon Levy. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh-wee, that misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Bowles is like, what was wrong with that pitch? Levy breathing a collective sigh of relief right now. Guarantee you can't take another one like that. The 2-2 pitch offered up from Bowles to Levy is a foul tip, and hope is yet still alive. Working things out right now. On deck for the Bulldogs, number 18, Curtis Fisher. You can get a chance with Fisher with some ducks on the pond. It could be a good thing for the Bulldogs. Bowles checks in with Hunter. Delivers. That's the ball upstairs. The runner will advance to second base. No attempt on the steal. So now runners at second and third. Second and third. Got ourselves a good situation if you're the Bulldogs. You got a full count. The big guy, Curtis Fisher, on deck. How will the Wildcats handle this situation? Bowles checks in with Hunter. Levy awaiting the payoff pitch, but he's going to ask for timeout as Bowles was taking too much time to get back in. They'll go back and redo the whole scenario. Bowles ready to deliver. He fires. There's the ball. Hit toward the left side. Foul. And the count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 is the count. 2-0 is a score. A base hit would definitely tie this up. Swinky, who's in at third base, came in for the freshman Freshcorn. He's at third base. And the pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss. And down goes Levy. Bulldogs not able to capitalize here in the 5th inning. Get a total of no runs off of 2 hits. No errors. 2 runners left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bulldogs trailing by the score of 2-0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Introducing the greatest hits of Texas, a compilation of seat that made nobody famous and left thousands injured or dead. There's I'm Only Running Around the Corner for a Loaf of Bread.
Big B. Yeah, I'm only running around the corner for a loaf of bread.
And I only buckle up on long trips.
My wife left me, my dog left me, and I only buckle up on long, long trips.
And everyone's favorite, I forgot.
Yo, I forgot. Yo, I forgot. That's what I did.
Plus, if you act now, you get 4 more hit excuses, including, it's too uncomfortable, I'm invincible, I'm a perfect driver, and of course, how can we leave out, I'm just a passenger.
Grab your tambourine and shout, I'm just a passenger on this road.
Auto collisions are hits that nobody wants to listen to. Whether you're the driver or the passenger, remember to buckle up, Texas, every time, all the time. Save a life. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, playing the old Neil Diamond classic, Sweet Caroline. Going to this top half or bottom half of the 5th inning. Era will now be up to the plate. Guerrero batting from the left-hand side. Wildcats with a 2-0 lead. Morgan still the pitcher choice as he gets the strike call to start off this bottom half of the 5th inning. Bulldogs left 2 runners stranded in that last inning. Trying to keep things close here. We get later. The breaking ball, that one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 2-0 is our score here from Tomball Memorial. Pitch offered up by Morgan. There's swung on and missed. We now have us a 1. I'm sorry, it's a ball. I'm sorry, 3-0 is the count. Forgive me. 3-0 is the count. The pitch. That ball is hit sharply toward the right side, and it's going to be a base hit. As that ball will be hit into right field to lead off this inning for the Wildcats. So it's going to bring up Rubel to bat from the right-hand side to go off against Morgan. Bulldogs trailing 2-0 right now here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Trying to get things set up as the Wildcats trying to threaten things here. Now they're ready to get things started back. So Morgan ready to face off. The breaking ball misses. 1-0. Here's the count. 1-0 is the count. 2-0 is our score. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Bulldogs trying to keep everything. There's a ball hit deep towards center field, and making that grab will be Pulpit. So that'll be 1 out here in the inning for the Wildcats. It will now bring up the number 11. And number 11, of course, for the Wildcats would be Mr. Trent Rosenauer. Rosenauer batting from the left-hand side. Ready to go to work here against Morgan. The lefty-on-lefty battle. That breaking ball is going to go in for a strike. 0-1 is the count. 1 out. Runner at first base after getting the single. The pitch. It's going to be a check on the runner at first base. Everybody's back safely. Ready to go. Bulldogs need to roll one right about now. Morgan looks, releases. That ball hits sharply toward right center, and it's going to be back-to-back singles. Well, not back-to-back singles, the second single, as the runner will advance to second base. Runners now at first and second with one out here in this inning. It looks like we're going to have us a pitching change come out right now. Coach Guidley will now come out. Not sure if he's going to do a pitching change or anything. Anyway, we had bullpen action working earlier, but no one is out there right about now. It was Mr. Plata who was warming up earlier. Right now, it's just meeting of the minds. Godley's going to back out and let them have at it. Situation is as such. One out with runners at second and first base, or first and second base, however you want to identify it. You got the second baseman, Bowen, who's coming to the plate now, batting from the right-hand side. Bauman, ready to flick. He takes a big cut and misses for strike one. Bauman has a couple of singles to his credit on this evening. 0-1 is the count. The pitch, that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Bulldogs trailing by the score 2-0. The Wildcats have put the ball in play as they snap. They're ready to go. That ball is hit foul territory on the right side. They're going to drop fair. And that is going to get past, and another E. A run's going to come in. Now possible second run coming. And that's going to be a base hit and an error on the throw to advance everybody else around. Another run's going to come in off of the E to advance the runners. 2 more runs come in. And not what you want. It's coming up. That ball was fouled out of play. Not able to come through with that in foul territory. It's been that kind of night for the Bulldogs. March is not able to catch that ball hit by Geis as the runs do score. There were errors. 1 error committed this inning for 2 runs to come through. 0-1 is the count now to Geis. 1-1 is the count. The pitch. Breaker gets in. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 more runs have come in. It is now 2-4-0. Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs. The pitch. Swung on and missed. A strikeout, and a big strikeout it was for Morgan to retire Grice. And it's going to bring up now the leadoff man, Stewart. Stewart coming to the plate. This will technically be Stewart's 4th plate appearance. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. Morgan's pitch. There's a breaker in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. 1-0 is the count. 2 runs have come in. Both of those runs were errors. And now the pitch. That ball is hit sharp down the foul line in left field and could not catch up to that. The left fielder, White, and it will go now to 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Wildcats shortstop, Mr. Stewart. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs. 4-0. Wildcats on top here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Scoreboard is showing 1-1, but it should be 1-2. All that is academic right now. Just go in here and take care of the matter at hand. Morgan ready to go. Stewart wandering around the box. Now he's back in, ready to go to work. Morgan comes set. Checks in with Geigley as catcher. Now he's ready, and he steps off the mound. Stepping off the mound, playing a little cat and mouse game. Back behind the mound, kind of getting himself pumped up, is Morgan. Now ready to go as he appears back on the rubber. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. Runner trying to advance a third. And he's going to advance on a wild pitch. That was heads up base running off the wild pitch to advance to third base will be Bauman. So now, scoreboard is showing that it's 2-1. There's a ball hit straight up on the left side. Plenty of room. Geigley going back, and it's going to get out of play. So the count will get even, I guess, at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 runs have come across for the Wildcats in this inning. 2 runs have come across, and they've only had, well, they've had 3 hits this inning. And an error. 3 hits and an error. The pitch coming from Morgan. Oh, what a pitch. And did not get the call. The breaking ball lured Stewart to sleep, and we now have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming from Morgan to Stewart. That ball fouled back out of play, and we'll stay locked at 3-2. Boy, what a beautiful pitch it was by Morgan, the one that got away. And if Stewart somehow gets to get on base, that is going to be one that haunts Morgan for sure. The payoff pitch coming back. There's a ball hit toward left field pretty well. White is going back, and that's going to get over his head, and it's going to get over everyone's head as that's going to be a 2-out double for Stewart. And that's going to bring in the run, as that will be Stewart who brought that run in. And it is now 5-0. Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs. So it's going to bring up Mr. Rockeforth, shortstop. He swings at his first pitch. That ball is hit high on the infield, and Corbin Vine will take care of that, as that will retire the Wildcats. The Wildcats get a little bit more damage. 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 error, and a runner left on base. Going to the top of the 6th, Bulldogs trail by the score 5-0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi, asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand, united we serve.
How will you raise your hand when they call your name?
Are you with me?
We weren't born to fly. Come on.
Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go to the top half of the 6th. 5 hits for the Bulldogs total. Leading off the Mr. Oh, not Fisher. I'm sorry, not Fisher, but Bartlett. Cole Bartlett. Bartlett, first pitch from Bowles. There's ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Paige Bartlett is 0 for 2 on the evening. Popped out to left, popped out to right. Takes ball 2. Takes ball 1. Blue is not indicating strikes. Okay, now they got it straight. Here's 2-0 it should be. There's a ball swung on and pulled foul down the line. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. 5-0 is our score. They got 1-1 on the board. We won't even try to figure that part out anymore. Going to work now will be a swing and a miss. Bartlett way out in front of the all-speed pitch in that one. As Bowles now has 2 strikes on Mr. Cole Bartlett. The pitch en route. There's a ball hit sharp but foul down the left field line. Bartlett will go back with the 1-2 count on him here. Trying to get things started for the Bulldogs in the top half of the 6th inning. Only scheduled for 7. The pitch. There's a ball hit sharply toward left field, and that's going to be over the head, and going in for a second base will be a leadoff double. As now Corbin Vine will now come to the plate. Vine flied out to right field. This last at bat. Actually, that was Vine that is lined up, popped out to left and right, and it was Bartlett who's 6'3" and went to left. So Vine will come in with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trailing 5-0. Bowles steal the starting pitcher. There's a ball hit toward left field, left center, and that ball is going to get down, and runners will be at first and third, back-to-back hits for the Bulldogs. Will be now Mr. Curtis Fisher. Bulldogs, runners on the corner, top of the 6th inning. Nobody out, trailing by the score of 5-0. The starting pitcher, Mr. Matt Bowles, trying to keep his no runs going, and the Bulldogs trying to tap right into it. That's the ball downstairs. 1-0. 1-0 is the count. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs 2-3 behind the 3-2 Tomball Memorial Wildcats. The pitch. That's a swing and a tip. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fisher playing right field tonight. He was called out on strikes, and he got a single. 1 for 2. Matt Bowles checks in with his catcher, Hunter. That's the ball downstairs. And we got a favorable count for the Bulldog slugger. Got to be 2-1. It's showing 1-2 on the clock here. It's 2-1. There's Bowles ready to deliver to Fisher. The pitch. That's down in the dirt. That's up, and good stop by the catcher, Hunter, for the Wildcats. Now, showing that the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hunter goes out, talks to his pitcher to try to settle him down a little bit. A little meeting on the mound. Meanwhile, they're trying to buy a little time down here in the bullpen. Got some activity going on for the Mustangs. Trying to figure out exactly who is who. And it's a little bit out of our range right now. But now this 2-2 pitch to offer it up to Mr. Curtis Fisher, coming from Matt Bowles. Checks in, comes set, delivers. That ball, a big cut, and will be foul tipped back. Runners at second and third. Runner advancing to the wild pitch. Did Mr. Fine. There's a swing and a miss. Down goes Curtis. I was going to bring up Wes Geigley. Wes Geigley on the evening. Rounded to short his last at bat, but prior to that got a double. 1 for 2 on the evening. Wes Geigley coming in against Matt Bowles right now, here in the top half of the sixth inning. Runners at second and third base. Bowles checks in with the pitcher, with his catcher. That's a ball outside. 1-0 is our count. 5-0 is the score. Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs. Bulldog bench becoming alive right about now. 1-0 delivery offered to the catcher. It's down for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third here in the top of the sixth inning. Bulldogs looking for that first clutch hit of the evening. This is just the candidate, Wes Geigley, to get it done. Checks in, does Bowles. There's a strike call with the fastball, and it is 1-2. 1-2 is the count to the Bulldog catcher. Bowles takes a deep breath, toes up on the rubber, ready to go as he checks in with Hunter. Comes set, kicks, fires. There's a swing and a miss. It's an open base at first, and it's going to be a K 2-3 if you're keeping score. The strikeout and the thrower from the catcher to first for the out. So now it's going to bring up Skylar White, the left fielder. He popped the short, flied to right. 0 for 2. So the Bulldogs, runners on the pond, 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. There's a ball downstairs, 1-0 to the Bulldogs left field. Boaz checking, taking his time after getting a new ball, trying to get himself pumped up. Meanwhile, Skylar White trying to poke one through, try to get these 2 runs in for the Bulldogs. Tom said, checks. That's outside. Well, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 21 is the count with 2 outs here in the top of the sixth inning. Pitch in route. There's a swing and a foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. Now they just reverse it to 2-1. So it's 2-1 now with 2 outs in the top of the sixth. Pitch to the starter, Boaz. Catch, fires. There's a swing. Or did he not swing? Just missed. Didn't swing. 3-1 is the count. On deck would be the bullpen. 3-1 pitch coming from Bowles. He set, fires, swing and a miss. 3-2 is the count. So this payoff pitch will determine if the Bulldogs will keep the rally going here in the sixth inning. They go to the bottom of the sixth, trailing 5-0. Bowles checks. Comes set. Nods in. Now he's ready to deliver. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down go the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs blowing opportunities in that inning. The Bulldogs get no runs off of a total of 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on the base pads. We are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs trail by the score 5-0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
Do you see that doggy in the shelter?
Hi, I'm Buddy, the adorable puppy you adopted from the Humane Society. Meow. I'm Whiskers, a fluffy kitty, just waiting for someone to love me.
When you adopt a pet, we hope your new furry friend will become a cherished member of your family. And as Buddy and Whiskers will tell you, the key to success is following the rules to love by.
Yes, that's right. Please give me food, water, and exercise every day. To stay healthy, I need the same kind of things you need. Talk to me. I like hearing your voice. You're my best friend. Please don't stay mad at me or lock me up as punishment. Remember, I'm probably going to live 10 to 15 years. So take care of me when I get old. One day you'll need someone to take care of you too.
A message from the Montgomery County Humane Society. Visit www.mchumane.org for the complete rules to love by.
Be your best friend for life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 5-0 is the score. Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs. Playing second base is Skylar White right now. So White being at second base, we'll try to find out who that is in left field. Meanwhile, Morgan is still the pitcher for the Bulldogs. We will have the third baseman, Baker, to lead off this inning, this bottom half of the 6th inning. As there's a little extension, the home plate umpire is writing as if there was some changes coming in. Now he's going to clean the plate. While he's doing that, we can remind you that you can visit our websites at OBN-Radio.com and KTOR-Radio.com. If you happen to be within the Prairie View city limits, we can be found on the frequency 87.9 FM. Daily content. You can pick us up on Tuned In Radio. All you have to do is type in Open Mic Broadcast Network. Get ready now to start things off. Breaking pitch, balls in for strike 1 to start things off against Baker here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bulldogs have had opportunities but have not been able to capitalize in key situations. Trail 5-0. There's the ball downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Meanwhile, the Wildcats have taken advantage. They have a total 1, 3, 5, 6, 8 hits on the evening, and they have left a total 1, 4, 5, 7, 9 runners stranded on the base paths. That was a ball downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 is the count. 5-0 is our score. Baker is the batter for the Wildcats. As a fastball gets called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm sorry, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I said 1-1, 2-2 is the count. 2-2 pitch offered up from Mr. Morgan en route. Swung on, foul back out of play, and the count will hold at 2-2. 2-2 is the count. 5-0 is our score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch offered. There's a ball hit high toward left center field. Camping up under it and making the grab will be left field. Still trying to figure out who that is. That's out number 1 here in the 7th inning, the 6th inning. As we'll bring up number 15. Got us a pinch hitter now coming in. His name here in just a second. There's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Number 15 will be Brendan Harrison. Harrison coming to bat here in the fifth inning. I'm sorry, sixth inning. There's a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrison to bat here in the sixth inning. Some pinch hitting duties. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bulldogs trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. They have 3 more outs, at least tied up. There's a swing and a miss, and down goes Harrison in this sixth inning. As Guerrero will now come to the plate. Guerrero reached on a single and scored off an error. He's 1 for 3 on the evening. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Morgan's first pitch is a ball. 1-0 is the count. 5-0 is our score. The pitch offered up. A little high tapper. Foul back. 1-1 is our count with 1 out. As Guerrero was going to attempt to kind of get the ball, but they said, no, sir, we have guys that can get it. And who does that? Philip Prince does the duties. So the 1-1 pitch coming from Morgan en route. Breaking ball. Misses. 2-1. Had Guerrero dancing just a bit in the box. Most cases, they get to dancing like that. Blue gives them the benefit of the doubt. That's the pitcher it is. There's another breaking ball. This one down in the dirt. 3-1 is the count with 1 out. Here in this bottom half of the 2 outs in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Bulldogs trailing 5-0. There's a ball nubbed toward first base, but it'll go foul. And the count will now ride to 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Full deck here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The payoff pitch coming. Swung hit sharply to right field. Over in the corner. That's going to be a base hit for Guerrero. Hit that ball sharply. Now coming up will be another pinch hitter, number 27, Leo coming to the plate. Batting from the left-hand side. This team is full of left-handed batters. That is a very, very rarity. Morgan checking the runner. Now delivers. It's ball in the dirt. And good stop by the catcher, Geigley. 1-0 is the count. Morgan has gone the distance just as his counterpart, Bowes. And he's coming set now with the 1-0 pitch. That's another one downstairs. The runner will advance off the pass ball. That will be a runner at second now off the pass ball. Two and 0 should be the count. It's showing 1-1. So Morgan ready to go. 2-0 is the count. They fixed it. There's a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pinch hitter here, Mr. Leo, little bitty fellow, batting from the left-hand side. That one misses. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth inning. Morgan coming set. Delivers. A swing and a miss. Count is now full. 3 balls and 1 strike. One thing about this little big man, Leo, he is not cheating himself on his swings. The payoff pitch coming from Morgan as checks the runner back at second base. Runner at second base advanced off the pass ball is Guerrero. There's another foul tip, and the batter, Leo, will stay alive. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Bulldogs trailing 5-0. Bulldogs coming with a 2-3 district record. Tomball Memorial coming with a 3-2 district record. Pitch being offered up, en route. There's another one fouled back, and the battle shall continue. 3-2 is our count here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. Another payoff pitch coming from Morgan. That ball hit sharply in the center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner in from second. A play would not be in time. And a pinch hit double or single for Harris. I'm sorry, for Leo. That's going to score as it's now becoming 6-0. That will bring up number 11, Rosenauer. Rosenauer batting from the left. There's a snap throw over at first base. Try to check the runner. 6 runs here for the Wildcats. As there is a strike called. 0-1 is the count. Rosenauer thought about going. Blue said it didn't matter. It was enough on the plate. The count goes to 0-1. The pitch coming up. There's a ball hit toward left field. That would have been trouble if it was fair, but it will be foul. Maybe we can get a nab on who that is out there. Is that Milky? Not real sure because it's dark in the corner and the jersey number is not on the front. We'll find out. There's a little breaker. That ball is hit towards second base. White for the 4-3, and that will retire the Wildcats. However, the Wildcats add another run off of a total of 1 hit. So you get 1 run off of 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are going to the top half of the 7th inning. The Bulldogs trail 6-0. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. Bulldogs having a rough time at it right now, trailing by the score of 6-0. Leading off will be Mr. Cole Thorpen. Thorpen popped out to the first baseman. He did have a single, so he's 1 for 2 on the evening. He'll come up against Bowles. He takes a big cut and a miss for strike 1 to start off this 7th inning. Bowles ready to go to work, trying to get the complete game. The 0-1 pitch. That one fouled straight back. 0-2 is the count. Bulldogs trying to find some answers. Like Fresh Corn will still be batting. That ball is going to be tapped toward the right side. It's going to be 4-3 on the put-out to retire Mr. Pulkin. So now Fresh Corn, Jack Fresh Corn, I said 8, that was 9, I'm assuming now, at second base, so forgive me on that one. Fresh Corn will come to the plate. Fresh Corn on the evening. We'll give you his numbers here just a tick-tock. Single and fly out. 1 for 2. He takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be another strike call. 0-2 to the freshman, Freshcoin. The pitch by Bowles. Breaking ball missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowles has been cruising right along here throughout the course of this game. That's the ball upstairs. 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning. Bulldogs trail 6-0 here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. As a strike called, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 is the count. 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning. Matt Bowles pitch on the way. There's a ball pop foul on the right side. Get out of here. And it will be out of play. The count will hold it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I want to remind you, our message line is 713-570-6736. You can dial that number 24 hours a day. Leave your message, comments. Whatever it is it may be that can help us. You might have some information to share with the community. 713-570-6736. There's a ball hit towards second baseman. And that will be a 4-3 put out as Freshcoin grounds out to his counterpart. So now bring up Corey Marches. Marches is the last out for the Bulldogs right now. Bulldogs trailing 6-0. Devitt hits on the Bulldogs on the evening. Marches will now come in, try to get number 8 to keep hope alive. 1-0 is the count. Missing on that one was Mr. Bowles. The 1-0 pitch being delivered. There's a ball hit foul, and it's going to go out of play toward left field. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs trailing 6-0. Bulldogs have mustered up a total of 6 hits on the evening. That's a good pitch off it up. There's a ball hit toward right center field, and the center fielder is going to grab that. That is going to retire the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Bulldogs go down 6-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with our post-game report.
HIV is a virus that causes AIDS. Without treatment, it can lead to illness and early death. About 1.1 million people are living with HIV in the United States. 1 out of every 4 new HIV infections is among youth ages 13 to 24. Gay, bisexual, and African American youth are most at risk. Most young people with HIV aren't even aware they're infected and can unknowingly pass the virus on to others. Risk factors for youth include having sex, multiple sex partners, sex without a condom, sex with older partners who are more likely to be infected, and injecting drugs. Alcohol and drug use can lead to risky behavior. Young people need to know the facts about HIV, understand their risks, and youth at risk need to be tested. Parents, schools, and community-based programs can help prevent HIV among youth. To learn more, visit www.cdc.gov/vital signs.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you on the post-game report as the Bulldogs fall by the score of 6-0 to the Tomball Memorial Wildcats. Wildcats get 6 runs off of 8 hits, 1 error committed by the Bulldogs. 10 runners left on base for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs get a total of no hits no runs off of 6 hits. And it was a total of no errors committed by the Wildcats, and the Bulldogs left 6 runners on the base pad. So the Bulldogs' record will fall to 2-4 in district play, and they will actually go to 7-8-1 overall. Meanwhile, the Wildcats will go to 4-2 in district, and they will go to an overall record of 9-11. So the Bulldogs get shut out tonight here from Tomball, and that is going to shut us out for tonight here at Tomball. Our final score, the Bulldogs lose by the score of 6-0. Remind you that you can listen to the Mike Prince Show on Wednesdays live from 9 to 10 p.m. on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Visit our websites at OBN-Radio.com and KTORradio.com. Don't forget, you can look us up on TuneIn at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Bulldogs lose 6-0. That is going to cover our broadcast for this evening. I want to thank you all so much for joining us, and be blessed. We'll see you guys on the next time around. Until then, take it easy. We'll see you on the other side.